Are you having trouble getting your airstrike to work? Let's get into it. So let's start at the beginning. If you want to get an airstrike, first you need to make sure you are actually at a level elite to be able to get your power-ups. When you get your power-ups, you are able to unlock the airstrike. To get your airstrike, you got to come over here, and then you can go to these top options up here where you buy all your weapons, and you can upgrade your airstrike up on here. You can get invisible airstrikes, or you can get any of these other things that are locked because I have double damage. Let's go try a map really quick, and I will show you how this works. Alright, so once you feel you are ready to use an airstrike, you're going to want to actually consider the trajectory coming down from the beacon that you place down. So when you place the beacon down, there will be a beam coming up at an angle. That is showing the angle of which the airstrike ship is coming in, and it's going to release the bomb, and it's going to come down at an angle to your pylon that you got going right there. Now, you want to be very careful on where you're putting that beacon. So like if I put this down here for an example, you're going to see a line coming up here, and it's going to hit up on these top ones here. And this is kind of a tricky shot that I like to do on this one here, but this is a great one to win an airstrike on because there is so much activity usually up on the top up here. So let me go ahead and show you kind of a demonstration. I'm going to go ahead, when you do place this down, once you push that airstrike button, it is going to use it. So even if you die while you have this selected, you will lose your airstrike if it disappears completely from you dying, for an example. So you want to make sure you are in a good safe spot to use it, or use it very quickly. Sometimes you can use invisibility to go into one of their bases and step right in here and be able to put that pylon in there, but just make sure that that light that's coming down to your pylon is able to actually connect where you want it to connect. So if I put it here, pylon's coming up here. If it's right here for an example, or coming up through here, wherever the top location that it hits an object first is where it's going to drop the bomb. That's where a lot of people mess up, is they just assume it's going to hit back here or something like that, and it's going to end up dropping in that location. But we actually want to watch where that light's coming down. Making sure I'm safe here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do this in tactical view, so you can kind of get to see where I'm lining that light up. And this is an estimated light. So like, it'll be kind of in the area, so you want to open a gap as you can here. So this one here, I have to aim between the rocks, so it'll come through the rocks and into the actual base here. But you want to do that from down below here, for an example. Once you got a nice line up, make sure your line's there. Now it's going to hit somewhere over right around here where that light was just hitting that object through the rocks. And if you succeed, everything will explode just as planned. That is how you use the airstrike.